Madness. I said, young man, I got me up. I want to be live, but I swear, not easy. I've been rapping my own man, I get it. My kid was doing, I'm breaking the profit. On my way, people calling me names. All the trouble I see, I ain't do at a piece. When they're suffering, those sources, I can't pay the code, only how I get paid. Sooner or later, my hustle pay. Let pay, and I'm rushing myself. Keep it cool, everything have a CC. Too much rushing, I probably chasing. One day. One day. I feel it cool. One day,
I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Any mistake gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. I know my hustle gonna pay one day. Any mistake gonna see my face. Me pa know I'm not watching it. One day, success gonna come my way. Yeah. My mama was so worried. My papa was so worried. My friend was eat on money. Any mess that will come on that knees. So I on my way. 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 I'm on my way to this place and I'm looking for money. Looking for money, oh. Looking for money. I want me mama happy. Want me papa happy. Want me my brothers and sisters to come around me.
Hey, Capilico, why you know you hustle? Why saying the book by the Genesis? Shall come to power, shall come to power. I feel be working on Wednesday. You must look for the man, you must look for the man. All in the dark, all in the dark, all in the week, all in the week. All in the sun,
my mama was so worried. My papa was so worried. My friend was eat on money. Any mess that will come on that knees. So I on my way. 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 Looking for money.
Good morning. Welcome to Tony Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. This is a new week. This is the week of February. Let me get this date correct now. February the 27th, 2023. We wake up to the upper 20s and mid-30 and low 30 degrees in Providence, Rhode Island. A year that yesterday, all through America, mid-America, they had tornadoes. Can you imagine? They had 9 or more tornadoes. That is scary. That is scary. And my heart goes out to those people who confronted all these things. I'm still concerned about the people in Europe, Turkey, and Syria, to be precise. I hope that things are getting much better for them. I know there are so many displaced and homeless people and they need help. And the world needs to pay attention to those people too. So please let's reach out to them and see if we can help them continuously and consistently. They need help. There are too many people displaced and need help. Okay, so let me put up my topic for this morning. My correspondent in Monrovia was on just now, but now he's off. Let him come back on and we'll be back on. Liberia, my country so peaceful. Why are you so sad again? Why are you so sad? President George Weah, his inner circle buddies, and their stories of President George Weah's borrowing from the Russians for election, then dissing them too. Friends of George Weah exposed President Weah's money issues with the Russians. We got to hear that sound again. So let me bring my correspondent on. I see him trying to get on. His device not connected yet. So this is where we are with our president. Last week, it was our former Chief Justice and her daughters being killed. Let's see. I hope reception is good in Liberia. Mr. Samuel Wicker is trying to get on. But anyway, until he comes on, last week we had this situation where our Chief Justice, with Councilor Verdio coming on and making his statement, with the city mayor, Jefferson Koji, coming on and disputing what Councilor Verdio said, that Koji was the mastermind of this assassination plot. It wasn't a robbery. It was an assassination plot. And as you heard it from us on this station during the broadcast, I told you that there was news that people were working outside. They had construction work going on. I don't think nobody has said that. But in Providence, in front page, Africa, not Providence, Georgia, sorry, my people. I mean Providence, I always think about Providence. But in front page, Africa, they recited exactly what I stated. That construction work, electrical work were going on in the woman compound. And that's how this criminal was able to slip into a house without any forced entry. Because there were people in the yard working. Now they arrested 3 people. They arrested 2 of her securities, and another one, relatives claim to be the uncle or the relative to the Chief Justice. The children call him uncle. And they have these 3 people in jail. Sam just came on. Let me see. Oh, Lord. Reception is bad in Monrovia again. Let me call him and see. Sam? Sometimes he goes to these places where
that's a problem I'm going through.
Sam, don't move around. Stand at one place.
Where
you at?
I'm on browser. I'm going to sit down in a quiet place. Noisy.
Okay.
Go inside the morning.
What happened in town?
I'll call you. I walk into a quiet place.
Okay, make sure that you got good reception now.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm around browser. The noise and everything is breaking. So I'm walking fast. Less 2 minutes or so.
Yeah, show us the city while you're walking.
This is Monrovia. This is Beverly Cinema. Former old Beverly Cinema, Minister of Finance.
Wow, it's all boarded up.
This is Broad Street. This is the former Minister of Education.
You said former Minister of Education. What is it now? Let him walk and we'll get good reception from him. Sam, when you get where you're going, call us.
You seen it?
Yeah, we seen snapshots. Yeah, we seen it. So where are you now? What's the situation in Liberia?
I'm under the Minister of Education, former old Minister of Education.
So what is it now?
I'm heading to Broad and Randall Street intersection. That's where I'm heading to.
You say
I'm
all
on Broad Street.
You say all Ministry of Education. What is it now?
Say that?
You said all Ministry of Education. What is it now?
It's just empty. You get people selling all on a commercial tapists, booksellers, they're all under there. But the main building is empty.
It's not a Ministry of Education no more?
No, long time, more than 4 years now, they transfer to the ministerial complex. The new one I didn't build.
So that building is just sitting there empty?
It's just sitting empty. It's the King's building. It's the King's building. You remember all the banking king?
Yes.
That's the common place. There's the pavilion. It's in the pavilion?
Yes.
You see the pavilion?
Yeah, we see it.
The executive pavilion.
Yes.
This is Randall Street.
Wow.
This is Randall Street. Randall Street.
You walking down Randall Street now, or you just passing it?
This is Randall Street.
You're catching a bird's eye view of Monrovia today.
So you got people selling all Randall Street.
So what's the news
As
in
you can see.
Monrovia? What's the news in Monrovia today? Oh Lord. He will come back. Until he come back, let's go back to what we're talking about. The situation in our country is terrible. You know, well, we're touching on the last topic. Now we got our president. All this news about him borrowing money from the Russians. What is it about? What is it about? Because to us, it may seem like nothing. But when people keep coming up and saying, look, this man got to pay the people their money back, our lives in danger. These boys that took the president to the Russians to borrow their money, he got to pay the people their money back. All these boys' lives are in danger. Who are the Russians that George Weah borrowed this money from? Who are the Russians? You know, we heard a buddy talk about this money, all these millions of dollars he borrowed for his election in 2017. Now we hear other people coming on my boy's back. Yo, excuse me. Let's see what he's talking about in Monrovia. Now we hear all about the Russians.
Yeah, you get me now?
Yes, where are you?
I'm right on Randall Street at Melling Clinic. Yeah, right on Randall Street. Your boys are sitting on the sidewalk on the daily hustle. Guys selling the daily hustle. Morning, brother.
Yep.
What's your name, sir?
Son.
Hassan. You sell here?
Yep.
How the business going?
I've been a small, even though he said,
You can see him?
all can provide
Yeah,
what
sure, it's me. Yes.
How the hustle, you say?
I said, also, we try small. Even though it's not easy, but at least come and get out to the breast of us.
Yeah, okay, but they say the police don't bother you?
No.
Okay.
Say the police don't bother.
They get it, go ahead, right?
Yes.
Why he say not easy?
Easy, the business not easy. It's slow. The
Why?
business is very slow.
I said why?
Why is the business slow? They're not buying it before.
Everybody crying, no money in the country. They ain't buying it before.
You get him? Everybody crying, no money in the country, so they're not buying it before.
So what's the news in Liberia today, Sam?
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, sir.
We woke up. There's the same news about Vadia
The Chief Justice.
accusing the city mayor. That's a big
Yeah.
news in town today.
So what are you saying about it?
Everybody kind of confused. Why now? Long time. Why he didn't say it? Only because now that the election is coming. See, you want to bring that up. Why now? Why
So
this and now? Why he didn't say long time? So more
the,
people are not even paying heed to that thing.
so what Vadia saying?
So yeah, more people are not paying attention to it. They're not paying heed to it because they are asking why now? Why he didn't say a long time when the thing happened? All these things were going on. Why didn't say a long time? But while at the same time, some people believe it because
But
but they
this
always
is
come up with facts.
this is a serious accusation. He's not
A
okay.
very serious one, but government are not even responding to those things.
Yeah,
The
but
only thing the only thing Koji would say is he had not killed before, he now killed us, so but they lie on him.
yeah, that what Koji saying, but that now what we've been hearing about Koji.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
been a bad boy, but yeah, a very bad boy. And
but
he been the head of
that's a very serious allegation, and
yeah.
that's the same thing with the four auditors. Everybody dismissed that. What happened to the four auditors? Yeah,
Yeah, but
they,
I seen that but it's in the same thing that the guys are involved.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
the guys are involved.
you just be careful. I want nobody to make you disappear. Okay?
No, I know. Yeah, I'm very careful. I know when and where to do the interview and who to talk to.
Yeah, because if
So
it mess with you, I'm sending special forces over there. I'm sending
I hope
a
not.
few
They won't. They won't. They
Rangers
won't.
and a few special forces over there to kick ass. Okay, let them mess with you. I'm sending a few of my boys over there. So you just
Yeah.
walk like the picking, right?
I'm just careful. That's all.
Yes. So what else happened in the city?
Yesterday is quiet this morning. The issue of the former chief justice is around like what Bodia said. People are condemning the act, and some are saying yes, they know this guy to be a bad guy. The guy who they accused that allegedly escaped from the country with the help of
Oh, he escaped from the country.
with the help of Jefferson Koji.
Let me
That's what we hear around.
Sam clarify this. The man who is the one of the head of the city police has
Deputy,
disappeared from the country.
yeah, according to stories around that he left, he was escorted by Koji, and we don't know how true it is. We're still investigating. He went by well Nimba,
So
so
if
we're
this
still
man,
investigating.
so this allegation is true because why would this man disappear from the country
That's another
if,
thing that pundits
if
are
he's not
saying.
involved?
If you know you're not involved, why must you escape? Why must you leave the country? So that's the issue now. We are very careful what we're saying because that's a grave allegation. So I'm very mindful
So
of
what's
what
the
is
mood?
happening.
What's the mood
Because
of the
if
public?
you
The people scared, eh?
are scared like hell, because I pray. If I met two of my friends this morning, they said they're going up country until after election because they were raised. They don't want to be Moravia because Moravia when you lost, nothing comes out. It better be in your own village or the happy people get account. So a lot of people are afraid. The wave of disappearances
They're
in the
afraid of
country. So
ritualistic.
that's happening. Usually killing, political killing, and all that. Or you talk too much, you lost, you disappear. People are very careful. I don't know why this thing happened to Africa.
Right? It's not happening. It's not happening. Well, we hear about Nigeria. Nigeria by the
Yeah,
election, all in a mess.
you're a mess. People threatening
Yes.
the voters and stuff like that.
I mean,
And,
why is this? Why is this so bad in Africa, man? Why?
so we hope that Liberia is peaceful. Very bad things are happening, so we're gonna have prayer.
Well,
You know,
if people are disappearing, if people are scared to stay in the city, I mean, obviously, this is a sign of violence.
yeah. So, like what happened in the 80s, people had to leave Monrovia, go and prepare. You
Now,
know, they left the country to go and prepare when things are going off and government is not taking action. And that will really happen if government is not very careful. Yeah.
so I heard that I read in the newspaper that the family of the Chief Justice denied the police report.
But
They did not.
Moses Carter, who the police spokesperson, he does not even investigate. He don't go for investigation before he can come out with a report. So most time he lie. So
But
nobody was taking serious. He is not credible.
the president does the same thing. When
Yeah,
the,
you see,
when the other just died, there was no report. He came out and said they were lovers.
they were lovers. And
So
you
everybody
know,
just come up with their own opinion about
my
crime.
brother, nothing strict nowadays in Liberia. Nothing strict. It's like in the jungle. Everybody doing their own thing. Nobody can come to your rescue. Just be mindful of yourself. How the lion will come around you. Don't let the lion see you.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that what happened in Liberia. We just praying for protection.
So is there any news about the Chief Justice where she is?
Well, I don't know her location is not being aired, but she's somewhere around a family place, and the police are saying that she's well protected also. But the party has condemned the attack on the former chief justice because prior to that she made one or two calls to the government that she was being under attack, but they never pay heed only because she's a lawyer of the Unity Party.
What about the
So they're not
situation?
concerned.
What about the situation with her daughter?
Although one is there, the other one is recuperating, according to sources, the doctor. So we
So
still
what?
waiting to see when to be discharged.
So they want to bury the other girl.
No, we are not being told. I've been told. As I get the news, I will feed you information.
Okay.
But even at the hospital, police is at the hospital. They say there's some police there, and maybe she will talk. She will call the person's name also, and so police is guarding the hospital.
So is she unconscious or she conscious?
She's very conscious. She's conscious.
So did they say when she going home?
No, not yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
Is there anything else to say before you close?
Yeah, what I got to say is that Liberia is at a crossroad, and you out there gotta pray for us because it's getting tense by the day. If you were here during some of those times, it's the same picture that we are seeing. So pray for us as we carry on our duty to report the daily activities in this country.
Thank you, Sam.
That, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to you tomorrow, brother. Well, that was our correspondent in Liberia, Mr. Sam Wicker, telling us about the situation that's going on. And we hear that one of the daughter that survived is recuperating. She's speaking now, and perhaps she will identify for the police this person who attacked their home. But what is so sad again in Liberia is the man that they're accusing, the man who is the deputy head of the city police, has disappeared. And people, how you said this thing is not true now? How people will come out and say that Councilor Verdier is lying when the very man who perpetrated the crime, the very man who they are pointing finger to, the very man who's supposed to be working for the city police, the government of Liberia, cannot be found. And there is rumor that the city mayor took him to the border to escape being punished and captured. Is this true? If this is true, then this is a real example of what we are faced with for this election. Jefferson Koji cannot be mayor. If his hand is in all this, and the Liberian people are so afraid they cannot talk, people dismissing it, and the man who they accused of committing all this crime, Mr. Valley or Vafli or whatever he is, cannot be found. How can this be a lie? How can it be a fabrication? How can Verdier be telling a lie when the very man that we are pointing to, the killer who works for the city police under the mayor of the city of Monrovia, Jefferson Koji, cannot be found? Where is this man? With all this accusation, this man got to come and clear his name. Is Jefferson Koji saying that's a lie, that this man is not involved, that he's not involved? Where is this man? So my people, here we are again. This is the situation we faced in 1980. Believe it or not, 1989. This is the identical situation we faced in Liberia. I remember it. I was in Liberia. I couldn't talk. Nobody could talk. People were scared to death. People were scared. And this is not how our country is supposed to be, man. This is not how we're supposed to be living when it comes to election. We can't talk. We're so afraid because people will get killed. And you hear my correspondent saying, two of his friends came to him this morning and told him, my man, we're going up country because when people disappear in Monrovia, there's no accountability. At least up country, our people in the village, anything happen, they know. Liberia, my country is so peaceful. Why are you so sad again? In 1980, before I left, before the coup in Liberia, we were all cutting on campus. And I just got inspired to write this poem. And I wrote this poem because I'm in tune with the Liberian society. I'm in tune with my country. I'm a Liberian grown-up boy. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in Monrovia. So when things happen in Monrovia, I feel it. The same thing with my family. When things happen in my family and people are close to me, I feel it. You don't have to tell me. I know it. Nature will tell me it. Anytime my family in trouble, I can be millions of miles away. I will know it. And I will call home. But that's me. Other people not like that. I'm just in tune with everything that's close to me, that's dear to me, that I care about. I'm in tune with it. So when things happen, you don't have to tell me. I know it. I will feel it. I will wake up. I will not sleep. Something will bother me. And I will know because I will put one and one together in my mind. What's wrong? Who is causing me to wake up at night for nothing? So I put one and one together and I will find out who this person is. So I'm in tune with everything. Same thing with the coup in Liberia. When the coup was about to occur, 2 weeks before the coup, I wrote a poem. Liberia, my country so peaceful. Why are you so sad? And I went down the thing explaining how we were Trevor or Talbot and blah, 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 and what happened to the discipline? What happened to the leadership? Why is the system breaking down? That was what the poem was about, that the system had broken down and our country was sad. Everybody who read that poem, because when I did poems on Cottington, I didn't just keep it to myself. I made copies and distributed it all through the campus so people could read it. And everybody who read that poem came to me after the coup and were asking me, Chesson, do you know about the coup? How did you know to write this poem? Because the poem was telling exactly what happened. Our people were sad. Our people were tired with the mess. The children were indisciplined. They weren't listening to the president no more. They didn't honor our system of authority no more. And our country was sad. Because when the children don't honor the system of authority, when our people don't believe in the leadership of the country, when the leadership is not representative of all the people, the country is sad. And this is where we are again. So I keep asking myself, why is my country so sad? We're going back to 1980. Everybody who knows about 1980 and what happened in our country will tell you that we're going back. We have digressed. We're going back because we took the same uneducated person like Simon Doe and made him president of our country. We can't do that. We can't do that, my people. No matter how we love our people, no matter how we cherish our people, if our people do not meet the standards of world education and world knowledge, they can't lead us. They can't lead us. And this is what happening all through Africa. We want our tribal people to lead us. No, it can't happen to us. We got to be true to ourselves. We got to ensure that our system of governance works. We say we have an election. Look at all the news coming, all how George Weah got money from the Russians and they bribed the election commissioner in 2017. I mean, all these things. It's sickening. I don't want to read it. I mean, I read into it. I know all these things happen. You got to tell me it. The corruption started from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. George Weah corruption, a small thing. $6 million. What is $6 million? That chicken fee George Weah were looking for. Look at all the billions Ellen Johnson Sirleaf stole for us. You see, this why when it comes to Liberia, it pisses me off. Because my own indigenous people, they close their eyes to the rogues that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. My own indigenous people, they say they want freedom and justice and loyalty. Then when the bitches steal for us, y'all act like y'all don't see it. Why? Because the stealing is enormous. If Ellen Johnson stealing $10 million, what are the other people under her stealing? What kind of president will steal from the nation? Her children will steal from the nation, then she will come and tell us she's responsible for it. Why would she do that? Because the very people under her are just as corrupt as her. So is Ellen stealing $10 million? What are the other people stealing under her? Why would she come and say, I take responsibility for it and don't give us one damn cent back and we accept it? Why? Why would we be afraid of our leaders? That they would kill our people, they would damage our country, they would betray our nation, and we accept it. What kind of fear is this, man? What kind of fear is this in this day and age? When we're supposed to be rising up and demonstrating and saying, hell no, we're not taking this kind of leadership. Why are we accepting it? All the dysfunctional things going on in your country. Why we don't want to see our country straighten up? Why we don't want to see our country follow law and order? Why we don't want to see our leaders being held accountable? Why? Why? It doesn't bother me because I'm not the only one suffering from it. And I would not really suffer for it. I would suffer for it indirectly, but not directly. No, I will not suffer from it directly. I ain't going to Liberia to that mess. Yeah, I got property there. I got interest there. All of that, they don't have it. That's why I'm in abroad here. I'm working. I'm not retiring. I'm working there. I die. because I want to live. I want to travel. I want to have fun. I ain't gonna let Liberia hold me down. That mess going on in my country, I will let it hold it down. Everybody that deceitful. You can't trust your brother. You can't trust your sister. You can't trust some of those bitches in Liberia. They all fucking deceitful from the president down to the damn trash tripper. Everybody deceitful in Liberia. Our whole society is corrupt. I can't trust my sister, Yvette. I can't trust my brother, but my mom. I can't trust those bitches. All of them, they greedy. They greedy. Look at my sister Eva taking our family money and putting it in her personal account. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And I would see her, I would tell her, I said, you're wrong. That's stealing. Why would you steal from me? You see, but this is the bullshit that goes on in our country. And families are displaced and hurt and destroyed because of this. Why would my older sister do that? My older sister going around in Liberia and telling people in Liberia she is the sole executor of my father's estate. Why? Because she want to sign documents with her telling me. She and I are administrator. But she come to my house and bring me a lot of food and everything. So I wonder, I'm sitting there, I wonder. I go outside one day to pee. I open my door to pee. I see my sister coming up in a taxi or in a car. Well, she never told me she coming. I didn't know my sister was coming. I just opened the door. I see my sister coming with this woman. When I look, my sister opened the car, bring all this pan of food for me. I thought my sister came to poison me. I really did. Because my sister never bought food for me in my life. Yes, I was sick and then. I had just had a stroke or something. So I just passed it all. But for my sister to leave Maryland, and come to Rhode Island with food in her car to last me 1 week or 2 weeks, I was wondering why my sister did this for me. My sister never did it before. So I told my wife, I said, this is funny. Why my sister brought all this food for me? I said, I'll eat the food. My sister one came in, the other came in. I ate the food. So I wonder what all this food about. Come to find out my sister going around in Liberia telling everybody she is the sole executor of Chesson Estate. So I understand now what was happening in my country because I went to Liberia to form the Chesson Corporation. And I filed all my documents with the court. And the Liberian people took all my documents instead of sending to me, they sent it to my sister. So I wonder, why would they take my documents and send it to my sister when I filed it? I'm a lawyer. So I see now my sister told all the people that she in charge of the Chesson Estate, she the sole executive. My sister went around signing contract as the sole executive of my family estate, leaving me out, taking all our money and co-mingling it with her money. And that's just pure disrespect. My sister is a lawyer, I'm a lawyer. Why she think because I'm a Liberian lawyer, I'm stupid? But I'm saying this because I don't give a fuck. And we need to know the truth. People can't go around stealing from people. Then my sister won't rule the Liberian government. She won't lead the Liberian government. You do this to me, that's corruption. That's stealing. And my sister has done great things for us, man. She caused us, all of us coming to America. A car hit my sister. I love my sister. I sent my sister $50 for 2 years. She didn't ask me for it. I didn't want her to ask me for it. I know she needed money. A car hit you, you're in the hospital, you need money. I took upon myself to send her $50 for almost 2 years. Every month, I sent it. She said to me, oh, why you stop? I missed that money. Then if I love you like that, why will you take my money and commingle it with you and you know it's wrong? You know that's stealing. But this is just one example, man. And I'm not afraid. I'm not going to keep it silent because they're my sister. But this is what killing our country. This is what killing our country. People are deceitful. I love my sister. Why would my sister commingle my money with her money? And she knows she a lawyer. I'm a lawyer. We know it's wrong. When I kept the family money in Rhode Island, I had a separate account. They wanted to the children, oh, Rodney not doing the thing right, telling to close it down and send it to me. All the children got together and said, Rodney, close it and send it to Yvette. I close it, I send it, then they give it to Yvette. Now she take all our money and mingle it with hers. You know, this is not a family issue. This is a national issue. It's not family. Because people doing this to our country. People who are supposed to be our leaders, our guardians, our directors, our saviors. They're doing it. How you come to save me, then you take all my property and commingle it with yours. I can't tell what is mine and what is yours. Then you say you're helping me. That's not right. This is deceitfulness. And the Liberian society, we got to rise above this. We cannot let people in our families be rogues and criminals. And these same people want to work for the government of Liberia and we permit them. We can't do that. No, they're sitting with Prince Johnson. The family of Prince Johnson got to come together and say this man cannot lead Liberia. He is a murderer. He is a nasty, dirty killer. And he cannot lead our nation. And when we begin to say that, our country will be free. Then we've got patriots in our country. But when we know shit wrong and we tolerate it, we see the very people committing wrong in our families. We know it wrong. Then we can permit these people to assume position in the government of Liberia and we expect them to do anything different. They can't. They can't. They can't. You know, and it hurts me that my own sister would do this. My sister is not uneducated. She's a lawyer. This is a woman who's highly educated. And I'm not afraid to talk about my sister. Because this shit got to stop in Liberia. I don't want nothing from my sister. The money she getting, I told her I don't want it. Give it to your grandchildren, give it to your children. I will work for my money. But don't steal from me. Don't steal from me. And this way our country must stand up. We must stand up. Because if our people in our family are committing these crimes, and these are the very people who want to lead the Liberian government, and we can't stop them in our family, our country is doomed. Our country is doomed. We got to stand up to these evil people in our families. All the Liberian people, they planted in our families. The Snow, the PYJ, all the people are stealing from their family members. We know it because if they're stealing from the Liberian government, they are rogues. And they are stealing from their families. And I am saying to you, Liberian people, our country will not get straightened up until we straighten up our corrupt and evil family members. They're plenty among us. We must tell them, no, it is wrong. Stealing is wrong. Killing is wrong. Being deceitful is wrong. Being treacherous is wrong. We must tell these people in our families it is wrong. And they must stop it. And we will not support them in our government. So for us to do that, I must look in the mirror and clean the coal in my own eyes. That's why I started with my sister. My sister is corrupt. My sister Yvette Chesson Rue is corrupt. She take our family money and commingle it with her own money. That's corruption. She go around telling the people in Monrovia that she is the sole administrator of the Chesson estate. She lied. I am an administrator too. But I'm not going to fight my sister for property. She won't lie and say all of that. Let her lie and say it. I'm not joining her. I'm not appreciating her. I told my brothers and sisters, I'm not taking no money from my sister. She can send me $1,000 every year, send me 2,005. I'm not taking it. She's stealing from me. Why would I take taking change from a woman who's stealing thousands of dollars from me? You could mingle my property with your property. That's not right. You my older sister. You're supposed to be protecting me. You're supposed to be guiding me and showing me the right path. Why would you want to steal from me? Why? Why would you want to steal from me? Then you go say you're leading the Liberian people. How can I hide that from the Liberian people? I can't. I can't. Because they seen it Benin Ayure doing. They seen it Prince Johnson doing. They seen it Edwin Snow doing. They seen it all these people that are gone. They're stealing from their family members. Go check it out. You think I lie? Go check it out. All of them stealing from their family members. We got family issues in our country. And these people who stealing from us and our families are the very people that want to lead Liberia, man. Come on, my people. Come on, man. We can't do that. If our family members are liars and rogues and deceitful people, we can't support them to be leaders of our country. Are you people crazy? No, man. We got to call these people out and tell them it's wrong. What my sister is doing, Eva Chesson, what she's doing is wrong. I'm not going to talk with her secretly. She's a lawyer. She knows it's wrong. I don't have to talk to her. That one of the big things in law, they tell you don't commingle the other people's money with your money. When you do that, in the first instance of stealing. So right there, that's stealing right there. My sister stealing from us. My sister was the one who caused us, all of us to come to America. She ain't got to do that. You know, that would piss me off. Why you got to do that? Why you got to do that? You brought me to this country. I gave you money before. You didn't ask me for it. Why if you ask me for money, you tell when I give it to you if I got it? Why you got to go commingle our family money with your money? You know, that's not right, man. That petty stealing. That low down dirty stealing that my sister not supposed to be involved in. And this is the thing going on in our country, man. It's not about my sister. It's about our country. It's about families in my country that are just as bad and nasty and corrupt. How many families in our country stealing family property, say for them? They're building houses on it. Look at Benin Ayure. All the property he got now for him is for the Ure family. It's for all of us. But to go around saying it's for them. You steal our family property. What that shit about? But that brings me to closure, my people. I keep talking this thing here because our country will not change. Our country will not change. When the very people that were brought the war, that were brought the 1980 coup, family were deceitful to each other. Trouble was going around taking his own family properties for himself, for him and his family. And that wasn't right. So that turned people against Talbot, personally. So when they came to attack Talbot, there was nobody there to stand up for him. His family was discombobulated. The Congo people were discombobulated. Look at right now. Look at right now our country. You know, so evil and wicked people. So people just won't get rich overnight with what they never earned. Why would I want to come back to that country? So people can kill me for my own property. Shit they never worked for. Shit they never earned. They would let me work for it and come home, then they would kill me and all of them divide it and steal it like it's for them. That's what they did to my grandfather. Stole all his shit. Sent the children abroad. Sent my mom and them to Ghana and Sierra Leone to go to school. Why they send the children to America and Europe? They send my mom and them to Ghana and Sierra Leone. What's in Ghana and Sierra Leone for? My mom and them. You see how people wicked? But this starts with the family. All of us, we need to reevaluate our families. We can't be corrupt and evil to each other and expect the very same people in our family to lead our government, and we expect things to be different. It can't do it. It will not do it. And this is where we are today. How many people leading our government today, your family members, have lied to you incessantly? We are stopping. They lie to you, they betray you, but yet they say they're your family member. Before our nation can build, we have to understand the steps to founding a nation. It starts from the individual. Then you have the parents. Then you have the family. Then you have the clan. Then you have the village. Then you have the nation. So everything we do starts from the very beginning, the family. The family is the crux to building the nation. And in our family, we got to make sure that shit correct. Because the family I grew up in, not correct. No, they're not correct. The family I grew up in, not correct. My grandfather's family, not correct. My pa's family, not correct. And just from that, you know our nation can't be correct. We got too many deceitful people, too many liars, too many evil people that start from the family. People want to get rich with what they never worked for. No, you can't do that. The family is greater than the individual. It's just that Liberian people don't know how to work together. That's why we can't get rich. We're all evil. We want to do things selfishly. We're greedy. With all those negative traits, we can't grow because it will believe in ourselves. We believe in our family. All of us can get rich. That all you need is family. People working together. People not fighting each other. People believing that wherever they do, they can achieve success. When you got families like that, those are the families that grow and thrive. Because they're not selfish. They're not thinking about killing each other for property. Look at my grandfather's children. My aunt told me from the first time I met her, she told me, I hate you because my pa died and left all his property with your mom. That my aunt telling me that thing. I don't even know her. I just met her for the first time. She tell me she hate me because my grandfather left all my property, her property with my mom. What I got to do with that? You see, right there, she had created that barrier between me and her now. How can I go to that aunt and trust her when she has already told me from small that she hate me? Now she will grow up and lie and say, oh, I never told him that. But let him come to my house. You expect me to go to her house? Because she will lie and say she never said it. And I know she said it to me. And all my other aunts and things, you know they are liars. When I tell them what this aunt did to me, they tell me, oh, shut up, man, that's not true. So you know all of them are deceitful. So do all of them hit my mother? Do all of them hit me too? You got to ask yourself those kind of question. That's what happens when our father and mothers have plenty of children. You know, and they divide the property and leave something to some, and they don't give others. They bring hatred in the family. They bring animosity, jealousy, betrayal. That's why Liberia can't grow. And that's the problem with having plenty of children. We come from an African society. There are very few Liberians that got one mom, one pa, and children in the family. Very few. The rest of Liberians got many children all over because we are our society. That's our culture. But our culture can bring problems where our fathers don't know the ideal of governance or leading your family or bringing your family together. Or brothers and sisters fighting for property among themselves and don't see the greatness in coming together and working together to get rich. I told my father, my brother, and sister, I think from the time my pa died, because that was my father told me, Rodney, I'm leaving my family with you. I'm the seventh child, my father. He didn't have to do that. But when my father alive, there were none of my brothers and sisters that showed leadership of the family as I did. And that's why he entrusted me with his family. But you can't force people to recognize you if they don't accept that. And that's where we are today. You see? Because we believe in the family, but the leadership of the family is corrupt. This happening in all families in Liberia. And just to reiterate my point before I close, we can take it for granted, but our country will not grow. Our country will not prosper because the root of the problems of our country is the family. And until we straighten our families and get all our different man, look at the Liberian family, we crooked. The father got outside children, got inside children, the mother don't like this, the mother's children don't like it. We got big problems in our society. And until we straighten up the family, we can't straighten up our nation. Too much the lies, too much deceitfulness, too much betrayal, too much jealousy, too much greed. Everything is right in the family. You don't got to go outside the family. It's right in the Liberian family. If you don't look at yourself in the mirror and straighten up yourself, you can't straighten up nothing else around you. Aluta, continue. My class for today is done. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. We can't grow until we find the root causes to the problems we suffer. And one of them primarily is the family. Too many deceitful people in our family. Too many greedy people in our family. Too many liars in our families. And not my family alone. It's the whole family of the bigger Liberia picture. Have a good day, my people. Search yourself and you'll find that I'm telling the truth. In the cause of the people, the struggle will always continue.